Hello everybody, this is Jessica with Stamp a Blessing. I'm super excited to join you this morning with two more projects with the exclusive stamp set from the Grown with Kindness Paper Pumpkin Kit. I have two ideas, and one is simple, you can maybe mail it, and the other one is a little bit more complicated. It has a little bit more things, and I'm not sure if you should mail it or not. Maybe you should give it in person. At the end, I will bring a word for you about favor. So join me today. I am excited to be here. Thank you for being here. So for this card, I took the card base, one of the card bases that came with a kit, okay? Remember this card? I made this card off camera. I just followed the instructions from the kit pretty much, and that's all I did in this card, okay? And I did some things with my envelopes I showed you last week. And this is the card base that came with it, okay? So the card base is really cool. It has a nice detail right there. So what I did is that I cut in half so I can make two cards out of one because I really wanted this background, okay? So I took my card base and I just cut half of it, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then I found a base of Whisper White, which will be exactly the same size, okay? And this is just 8 1/2 folded in half, 4 1/4. So here I have this. Then I went ahead and I cut, look at this glimmer paper. So pretty. I remember this glimmer paper is a 5" by 3 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to put it right there. It has a little thing in there, but it doesn't really matter because it's not going to be seen. Then I brought Pool Party cardstock, and this one is at 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, it's going to go right there. And then last but not least, I brought my last layer. It is a 4 1/2 by 3 inches. So this is the one that I'm going to be working with right now. So I will remove these cards to the side and I will show you what we will do with it. I went ahead and I brought the beautiful cup with the succulent. I think I said it right this time. So somebody say something about it, but I think it's succulent. Anyhow, and I took a piece of paper, so I'll bring a little piece of paper, and I decided to stamp on it. And this is a technique that many people know already, not only demonstrators, but stampers know. I'm going to stamp this on what color I'm using. I'm using Smoky Slate right now, and I'm just going to stamp it on my little piece of paper. This is just like printing paper, okay? Just copy paper. I'm going to do that first. And I'm going to show you a little trick when I find my paper piercing tool. It's right here, okay? And I'm going to bring my piercing thingy. My piercing thingy. You know what I mean? And I'm going to make a couple of holes in here because I want to be able to cut this, okay? So I am going to use this as a mask, and many people actually use the word is not coming. Post-it notes, that's it. So if I go around this whole thing and I cut and cut and cut, I'm going to be using, but I wanted to show you this particular because I make that hole in there on purpose so that I can cut around it. Okay, I'm showing you here the best I can. Hopefully it's in camera. Right there. Okay. And I'm just taking off the center of that handle because I don't want the center of my handle to be there, and you'll see why. So after you cut around, which is actually very easy, but I won't show you the whole thing because I don't want to keep you here forever, you are going to end up with something like this. Okay, again, you can use this with just a regular Post-it note and it will have a sticky in the back so you can put it down. I did not have any stickies in the moment, so I went ahead and just used printing paper. No problem. So I'm going to take my beautiful cup with a succulent flower. Hopefully I'm doing that correctly. And I'm going to stamp right here on the side. Okay, that's my first one. After I do my first one, I'm going to put the layer that I just cut, okay? I'm going to put it right on top. And what that will do is make a mask, okay? It's masking technique. And you are then going to put your other cup right here. Okay, then you will take it again and pass it to the other side. Put it on top of this other one that you just stamped. Okay, and we are going to stamp a third time. Oh, look at that. I have an epoxy on my clear block. That was not planned, but it's right there. So let me make sure this is correctly done. And I'm going to do that third one right there. Hello, Jennifer. Good morning. It is a good way to start the day. I don't know what you say there. It's a blessing. Oh, that's what you said. Okay, so look how cool that look. I don't think I pressed that much on that one, but I think you get the idea. And here I'm coming. I did this before being on camera, but hello. Those things happen, right? So here I am taking this one off. And this will go about here. I'm going to then bring one of my wonderful stamps that came with it. It's the one that says, "Are Wonderful," right there. And I brought some Memento ink, the black one. I will stamp my "Are Wonderful." And I'm gonna think my U goes there. And there goes my wonderful stamp. And you'll see how cute this card is. And you know what? Sometimes I cannot come up with ideas and nothing is flowing. Does that ever happen to you? Yesterday, I sat down with my paper pumpkin and I wanted to do something different, right? So I was trying to make a little box, to be honest, but the box thing was not working for me. Okay, this is not working, so I'm just going to put it here. Haha. And I'm going to tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, now I'm going to put my U right there. Hopefully I'm not smudging anything. But that's where my U is going to go. Now, all I have to do is start... Let me clean my hand. All I have to do is start putting things together. And you'll see another detail that I will add in a second. I'm going to bring a little thing here. It's one of my shimmer ribbons, and I did a ribbon share at the beginning of the new catalog in June, and I had the Pool Party shimmer ribbon in it still, so I was so excited. So I cut about 11 inches. This is about 11 inches, and what I'll do is that I'll put it around here. Let me show you. I'll put it around here real nice. Da-da-da. So this is how it goes. Then I'm going to bring this one, and this is going to go right in the center. So let's just put things together with a little bit of glue. Okay. And again, I was saying that at times it happens to everybody, okay, that you go to stamp and nothing flows, nothing is coming, and you're like, oh my goodness. Sometimes you just have to give yourself a little bit of a break of the stamps, get out of your craft room or your craft table, go do something different, spend time with the family, and boom, something comes out when you're not even expecting it. Well, maybe I went to bed praying, Lord, I need some ideas for this morning because I love bringing ideas on Monday mornings. And I am not kidding. The morning I woke up with this card, I saw this card happening in my brain, and I praised the name of the Lord. I told my hubby, I have to go stamp. The Lord gave me an idea. He's like, okay. Oops, I moved my camera. Sorry. He's like, okay, go for it. So this is almost done. I have one more thing to do, and is that I brought one of my bitty, I think they're called the bitty bloom punches. I think they're called that way. And I'm going to just cut this one here, grab a glue dot, and I'm going to add it right there. So I want just to add a little bit more of, and this is a very pretty card because it has that glimmer around it. I'm going to bring another dot of like shine with those beautiful epoxy embellishments that came in the kit. It's right there. And there you have it. You can use the stamp in here if you wish, but this is just one of the ideas, and I'm excited. I'm thankful to the Lord that He gives us ideas. He knows my heart. He knows I want to bring you good ideas, and this is a cool one just to send in the mail. Okay, so I'm going to show you another one later. Okay, so this is just a regular Whisper White, and then I'm going to bring a lemon lime twist, and then this is an eighth smaller, which is a 4" by 5 1/4, my white on the top. Okay, when we're gonna work on this one right now. And I think you're gonna love what we are going to make. So I'm gonna put this to the side a bit because I don't wanna stain it. But we are going to work with several colors. We're gonna work with Pool Party, Lemon Lime, and my Smoky Slate. So I keep bringing these colors because I love them. And here I go. I'm gonna start with the Smoky Slate, and I'm going to start with my cup again. And I'm going to do my cup here, and I'm making a background that I think you're gonna like. I'm super excited about it. So let's see how it works. I'm gonna put one right there, then I'm gonna put one right here. So there is many ways that you can use your stamp sets, okay? I love that. So I want you to get back to them. I don't want you to put them away. I want you just to use what you have. So after you make your kits, I want you to go back and use this, okay? Not just stop there. And I'm going to bring this amazing stamp. It's just a tiny stamp, but it creates such a cool border. Look how cool this is. So I'm going to go around my card, and this is not perfection. I'm just covering certain areas that are open, you see? And I don't mind if I'm touching the flowers or not. I don't really care. I'm just wanting to make a design here. And I'm using the beautiful stamps that we have. You can use them in many ways. After you do that one, I'm going to open my Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, there is so much, yes, Rita, that we can do. And yes, please, Kathy, try the masking. Sometimes we forget those little techniques. So I'm taking some of the Lemon Lime Twist. Yes, and I'm going to put some flowers around, okay? And this little flower came with your kit, so I want you to go and find it on your stamp set. Sometimes we miss the little stamps that come and how much they actually add. I'm going to make another one here because that one kind of got da-da-da. You can add so many, but I'm not going to go crazy right now. Well, I'm going to leave those two open because I need one more. So let's see how I did this. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one. And this is not a stamp from Stampin' Up. Let me find the stamp I use. I'm always thinking that. Artisan Textures, okay? It is such a cool stamp. And sometimes we forget of the little stamps or the smudges stamp. I don't even know how to call that. Texture stamps, okay? So I'm bringing this one right now. And I'm going to bring some of the lemon lime, okay? I always like to try it on my paper first. And look what I just did to my fingers. Okay, Jessica, slow down. You're making a mess. Come on. Anybody does this too at home? Okay, so I'm going to bring this. And I'm going to start coloring some of my things here. I'm going to take some of the color off. So that came out way too bright. I don't want it to be too bright, so I'm stamping off before I stamp back again. Okay, so I have some color there that I added, and now I'm going to move this away, and I'm going to bring another one. I'm bringing this one right here. Okay, and I like to use what I have. I already have this, and I think these are some of the stamp sets that nobody goes for when they are looking into the catalog, but are so useful when you are creating things like this. So I'm just gonna add some more color with the Pool Party. Let's see, I can put some more in there, and I'll add one more there just for fun, haha, because that's not gonna be seen. So here we're going to start adding some things, okay? I have my card base, and I'm going to add it, and I'll be adding all of my, there you go. Aha, thank you. I'm going to add all my measurements later on below, and I usually do on my YouTube channel. Wait, don't mess this up. This goes on top of Lemon Lime Twist cardstock, and I think layers do so much for your cards. Make them look very professional. So now I'm going to add a little bit more, and I'm using my favorite glue because it lasts a long time. It's the Tumble Glue, the liquid glue that Stampin' Up sells. It lasts a long time, and it goes a long way, and it sticks really good. So there I have it on my Whisper White, like that. Okay, now I'm going to bring this piece of vellum, and this piece of vellum is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Again, I will write all this on my YouTube channel later on, Stamp a Blessing. You can check it out, or on my blog too. I usually by tonight or tomorrow morning I'll be putting everything in my blog. So I'll put this right in the center, right there. Haha. And I'm almost done with this. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm excited. So I'm going to start creating this center, and I want to show you what I did. I went ahead and I found some clover, call me clover green, and I'm just gonna get some of these out. Okay, and this card was actually inspired by the new celebration items. There is a card, like a sample, that it's there that I really, really liked. And I'll show it to you later. Maybe I can post a picture under. I'm bringing again the Beauty Blossoms. I make ink messes all the time, Tisha. So I'm going to have 3 little flowers here. And this is going to be so fun. Let me show you what I did. I took one of my stitch shapes, and I actually die cut a circle, one of the stitch circles, and I went ahead and I stamped this on Versamark and already embossed it on silver. Be kinder to yourself and let your kindness flood the world. Just like that. Then I went and found my Happiness Blooms designer series paper, and the reason why I'm using it is because it actually has the Call Me Clover color. So I decided that's the only paper that has Call Me Clover, so I'm gonna use it behind it, just like that. Let me just start putting it right there because I'm trying to finish my card, and I hope something from today inspires you to do your own cards, either the embossing, the masking, or the vellum. I love the vellum layer right there. So this is starting to look like this, right? But I'm not done. Don't go anywhere. You remember this ribbon? This ribbon came in one of our paper pumpkins. I think it was the December one, the one that came with a calendar. Well, when I made my calendar, I made it into a book, so I never used the ribbon. I'm going to use it today. And I cut about 12 inches of it, is I think what I have in here. And I'm going to put it around my fingers like this. Okay. Well, just once is all I need. So I'll do this. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, indeed. Okay, so that's the first layer that is going to go here. Let me show you how it goes, or how I'm going to put it. There's not one right or wrong way of doing this, except that I do have to remember how I did it. That would be a pretty cool idea, right? To remember how you did it, Jessica. So I think it was something like this. Let's see, I want this to go here and I want this to go here. Thank you for joining me today, stamping with me. I know this is gonna go right there. I'm not totally sure I'm doing it right, but I think it's gonna be like that. And I'm going to be cutting those ends after I put it down. So I have my ribbon there, and I'm just going to position it, not be too crazy about it. I'm bringing just Scotch tape to hold it to my vellum. Aha! If I do it well, would be a good idea. I want that to be very well attached to my vellum. So there I go with a bunch of Scotch tape. Hey, I need to use what I have, right? And I know this is gonna go here. So we are making some layers here. I know I'm gonna use my leaf punch with the Call Me Clover. I'm gonna put this one around here. And I'm going to bring a little surprise for you, because if you remember well, Stampin' Up! Is having their birthday celebration anniversary now with the March, and it's the 6th year. So this year they're giving subscribers an extra stamp set that nobody has seen. I have not seen it. It's a surprise, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty beautiful one, and I'm super excited to receive it. This was the gift that they sent last year during their 5th anniversary, and I love wood veneers, so I kept mine. I use a bunch of them, as you can tell, but I still have some more. So I decided to bring them today. I used the vellum. That was kind of like a cool idea. To use them today, because I'm not even sure if you use yours, okay? Maybe you didn't. So I want you to go ahead and find yours if you still have them. And I'm going to be gluing that little flower right there. And then I'm going to bring, let me see. I want to bring a big one. I may use this one. Let's see if I don't break it. That would not be bad. That would be really bad if I break it in front of all of you. These are a little delicate, but I really like this gift. And you know when you love something and you just keep it for life and not use it? Not a good idea. You're supposed to use what you have, okay? At least that's my goal. So I'm going to take that one out, and I'm going to take this other one out, because some of you may already have this one. Teacher said, I forgot about those wood embellishments from last year. Yes, last year we had them and I love them. So I know this is the way I want my card to start looking. I want some of that peeking out. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little bit, actually, give me a second. Haha, I invited you into my little mess today. I love creating cards like this with lots of layers. And I usually don't because I don't have much time when I am live. But these are the two ideas that came today. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to share them. And you grab whatever you like from them. And you can case or, copy whatever you desire. And, or not, it's your choice. So that is good. So I know this is going to go something like this. So let me put it where I need it. And you'll see why I'm putting it there first. It's because it will go like that. So I will put some glue here. Ta-ta-cha. And I will put some glue here. Cha-cha-cha. Okay. And then I'm going to put this on top. And it's going to go exactly where I want it to go. So there it goes. I'm going to move them so they're actually attached to the circle, okay? I love how the silver and the vellum look. I think they look really, really cool. I'm not done yet. I'm just letting the glue stick because then I have to put a little bit of dimensionals under. So actually that remains in place. And I'm going to put this right here, okay? Ta-ta-cha. Now where my dimensionals are, here they are. And while that is just getting dried, I'm going to put some of this around here. You'll see the idea that I had. I'll make one here, and I'll put another one here. And I'm just using my little glue dots that come with the kit. The kits bring so much, and I am super excited to receive the one for March. So if you're not subscribed, go check my links and everything else because there's so much that you receive in a kit and you can be creative. I'm going to also bring my little epoxies. Is that how you say it? Epoxies. Ha. I don't know how people say this stuff. English is something else. You know me and my succulents. I think I said it right. I'm hoping that I said it right. But I'm almost done here with this card. So I want you to tell me, what do you like from everything that I shared today? What ideas you actually like? What inspired you of everything that we are sharing today? So you see this is out. And now I'm going to put a bunch of dimensionals right here to hold my piece in place. Again, I think this is a card that I may not send by mail unless it's in a bubble mailer or something like that, because I don't want it to be crushed. I don't want it to be crushed with all my wood veneers in there. So I'm going to take this out real fast. Ting, ting, ticka, ticka, ting, ting. Ticka, ticka, ting, ting. Ticka, 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 ting, ting. You got it. Someone said that I got it. Debbie said that I got it because Debbie was the one teaching me last week. Well, everybody was teaching me how to say it. Thank you, Debbie. I got it right. So there it is. Look at that. Did you think that's a beautiful card? Let me clean my mess as usual. Don't forget that the birthday for Paper Pumpkin is coming. This was last year, the 5th month they gave us this, but this year we're gonna have a new stamp set and I'm super excited about that. I hope you like these ideas. I am super excited to share them with you and I can't wait to see which of the two you like the most, what you will be trying, and if you want to case these cards, go ahead, case them. I wanna see what you create and if you still have those wood veneers from last year. If you have other ones like the ones from Celebration, go ahead and get them out. I'll post a picture below that I refer when I was inspired by this card. This one, definitely the Lord gave it to me because I woke up with it in my mind. But I wanted to show you this one too. So there you have two cool ideas with the new Paper Pumpkin from February. And let me share a word that the Lord gave me today for you. I want to share a word from Matthew 3. And it's the verse where Jesus got baptized. It says, as soon as Jesus was baptized, he went up out of the water. At that moment, heaven was opened, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and lighting on him. And a voice from heaven said, this is my Son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased. And when I read this today, I was so blessed. You know what? Because the way the Lord my Father God, speaks of his Son Jesus is the way he speaks of me and the way he speaks of you. Because when he looks at us, he doesn't see us with all our weaknesses and imperfections. He sees Christ, the hope of glory inside of us. So if God was pleased with Jesus in this portion and he made it clear, with him I am well pleased, that means that he is pleased with me. I have favor from God. And Romans 3:23 also says, this righteousness from God comes through faith in Jesus Christ to all who believe. That's 22. There is no difference, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and are justified freely by his grace through the redemption that came by who? Christ Jesus. So now we are justified. Now we have favor. Now we have grace. Are you still trying to seek the approval of God? Are you doing things because you need his approval? Are you like going on your knees because you want God to approve of you? I need you to know that you are already embraced by God. You're already loved by God. You're already approved by God. He is well pleased with you. And right now, the only thing that counts is faith expressing itself through love. So if you put your faith in Christ, the things that you do, the works that you do by faith, do them in love, do them in obedience to him because you love him, not because you're trying to seek his approval. So the word for this morning for you is favor. Walked as if he is pleased with you. How would your life change if you knew that God is pleased with you? You would do a lot of different things in your life. You would not be trying to seek other people's expectations or trying to seek to please them or seek to please God all the time like a stressful thing, like a burden. That's not the way that I live. I know that I'm already pleasing God. I know that in my seeking and my loving him and adoring him and trying to live by faith and not by sight, trying to obey what his word teaches me, I know that he is well pleased with me because of Jesus Christ. So know that you carry his favor. Know that you are loved from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. God bless you. Thank you for joining me today. I totally hope to hear from you at the bottom, even if you're watching the replay, because it is a joy to hear from you. Thank you to everybody that left me comments on last week's video. It was a blessing to hear. I'll see you next week on Monday at 11 a.m. on my Stamp a Blessing Facebook group. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Love you, ciao.